Hi, thank you for joining me for this review of this new Visuo XS812 GPS 5G Wi-Fi FPV foldable drone with a 15-minute flight time and a HD camera. Supplied courtesy of Banggood.com for review. So it comes in this nice looking compact box. But unfortunately, no carry handle. I personally prefer having a box with a carry handle. But it does look good and is well presented. So this is the popular Visuo series drone. And this one comes with GPS. Also 2.4 gigahertz and 5G Wi-Fi. 6-axis gyro, 3 speeds, can do 3D flips and rolls. You have an option between a 2MP or a 5MP HD camera. Has altitude hold, headless mode and app control. And if we open it up, take this off. This is the new Visuo XS812. And if we look at the XS809 predecessors, you can see that there has been a change in shape and design, but still a nice compact size. The camera in the front, different to the camera on the 809 series. So really nice looking, impressive design. Comes with this 7.4 volt 1800 mAh LiPo battery, which should be good for a flying time of 15 minutes. Nice to have the little USB connection, and disappointing that it has got no balance plug or anything so that one can check what the remaining voltage is, and even difficult to use a voltmeter because these pins are hidden on the inside here, and this little decal needs to be removed. And this just slots in at the back here. And clips and secures in there nicely. Now the arms fold out. And lock into position quite nicely. So not going to move in the air. Nice flexible props. Little bit flexible, so not too rigid for durability. Got the main on-off button underneath here, so if we switch it on, these two little front headlights come on. We got two nice bright green LEDs in the front and two nice bright red LEDs at the back. Switch it off. Then this one has got the 2MP HD camera. You also have the option to get a 5MP camera version, and with this you can get either 1, 2 or 3 batteries, which is always good if you want to have extra batteries when you order it. And this camera is adjustable. It actually goes down to almost 90 degrees. And this is a 120 degree wide angle camera lens. The only disappointing thing is that there's no SD card slot to record directly onto an SD card. So you can only record the video with the app. The 2.4 gigahertz and 5G antennas are positioned below here, which is a very good position and should help improve the signal reliability. Motors don't really have much ventilation for cooling, so hopefully that won't be an issue, but on the previous Visuo models it hasn't been either. And if we look in here, we get a bag, the Star Phillips screwdriver, prop guards if you want to fly with prop guards, 4 spare propellers, always good to have spare propellers. And then we also get the USB battery charging cable. So here's the micro USB that plugs into the battery, this into a USB source. A red light comes on, and when it's finished charging, a red light goes off. But now, because it's an 1800 mAh battery, to charge it up can take about 180 to 200 minutes. And then we get this very nice radio controller, and this is the radio controller that comes with the 809 series. So this really does look a lot better, and it's very good to see icons on all the buttons here. And here's a picture of all the functions. You need to supply your own 4 AA batteries that go in the back here. The screw does need to be loosened, but it clips in nicely there. Got some rough surfaces behind here. Really got a nice feel, and it's turned itself on. And here we can see a power light. Both joysticks spring loaded because it's got the altitude hold as well. 2 buttons on the top, one for speed, and this one says orbiting, but I've got a feeling this is to do 360 degree flips and rolls. And then we get a holder that you can mount a mobile phone on to fly FPV and also use the app. It just goes neatly on there. Let me just get the box out of the way. And then also hidden at the bottom of the box under the trays, we get this instruction manual in glossy paper. So good diagrams, but this is in Chinglish and some of the terminology can be a bit confusing. It refers to geomagnetic correction, but this is actually the button to calibrate the compass for the GPS. So it does have hopeless headless mode, but with the GPS quadcopter you shouldn't really need it. 1 key return, so if it loses signal, it should return to the takeoff point if it was calibrated properly before takeoff. Calibrate the gyros on a level surface before takeoff, you pull both joysticks down to the bottom right. Tells you how to do the compass calibration, which I'll show you when we do this in the field. Lock and unlock. here are the QR codes where you can download the app, and the app is called XSW GPS. Gives you the functions of the app too, which is good and should be on the app, but we'll have a look at that shortly. Waypoint flight mode, and this also has circle mode and follow me. So it'll basically follow the mobile device when you put this into follow me. So it does give all the important instructions and additional information about flight safety and battery safety and that. So overall, a good instruction manual. So I've downloaded the app, and if you're going to do it by scanning the QR codes, the one for Android 360 is the correct one for iOS, Apple, and the one for iOS is actually for Google Play. So let's power on the Quadcopter. Go out of the app. So XSW GPS, the icon looks like this. Go into settings. Go into Wi-Fi. And then we'll see Wi-Fi 720p GPS and some letters and numbers. Connect to this. Busy connecting. That's it connected. Go back to open the app. Tap on it. So allow XSW GPS to access your location while you use the app. Say yes, allow. And we can see we're connected and we've got Wi-Fi FPV. So useful information on here: altitude, distance, speed in meters per second, vertical and horizontal. Looks as though we actually have a bearing as well, probably GPS coordinates when it's calibrated and connected to GPS. It says the aircraft has completed star searching, basically satellite, I think it means satellites, and it's normal and it's ready to take off. So that's actually a bit strange without having to do the calibration. I suppose if you're just going to be using the app, then that's okay. So I'm going to just click on OK there, and also gives the roll, pitch and yaw. So this is quite an advanced app. I just hope it's stable and reliable. We go into settings. We've got default height of waypoint, maximum height of waypoint that can be set. So we've got it at 20 meters and 50 meters. The speed 5 meters per second. Maximum stay time of every, not sure what that means. And the maximum radius of the waypoint is set at 80 meters and can be put to a max of 120 meters. So indirectly this has geofencing. We can choose maps. We can calibrate the accelerometer and the magnometer, and real-time preview we can have a look at 480p or 720p. I'm going to put that on to 720p. Just want to go to the home menu here. Just go back out there, tap back here. You can fly with VR goggles, fly FPV. Then to get out of it, we just tap back here. So I don't see the help menu that gives you all the details, so it looks as though we do have to make reference to the instruction manual to see the full features of the app. So this has a range of about 200 meters, which is a fairly good range, and will probably not want to go further than about 200 meters if it does lose signal, but should return to home if it does lose signal with the radio control transmitter or the app. So let's take it out and fly it and see how well and stable it is with the GPS, how well the camera works, and try out the circle mode, the follow me mode, and the waypoint navigation modes, and see how much flying time we can get. So I had a problem trying to install the app on my Android version 8 Oreo system, and I know there is a bit of problems with wireless connection on the Android 8 version, but yes, to connect wirelessly your phone must be 5G Wi-Fi compatible, so must have 802.11 AC, which my phone does have. I did check and see whether another quadcopter connected, and it did, so I'm not really sure if there's a problem with the Android app, but it couldn't find the Wi-Fi signal that the quadcopter is broadcasting, but on iOS it does, so I'm going to do the app parts of it on an iOS system. So Wi-Fi is all connected, we've got FPV. So let me go ahead and get ready to go. So first of all, we need to do compass calibration. So we press this button here. Lights start flashing. And then we turn clockwise, horizontally 3 times. And then nose down, we turn vertically 3 times, then all the lights should be solid, and that is compass calibrated. Then to calibrate the gyros, put in high speed, pull both sticks down and to the right. The lights flash, and then go solid, and that is the gyro calibration done. Then to start video, I can start video by pressing the video button on the radio controller here, and I can see that it's recording on the app because there's no SD card, so it's going to record directly onto the iOS iPad, but you can use these buttons. So I'm going to unlock the motors, start the clock, and let's take off. Okay, so it's holding nice and steady. There's no circular or what we call a toilet bowl effect. So the GPS is holding really nicely. So in the low speed, that is the yaw. In the medium speed, that is the yaw in the medium speed. And in the high speed, that is the yaw in the high speed. Okay, lights look good, lights look bright. Just take it for a maneuver. Looks good, maneuvering well. Performing very nicely. Okay, I'm going to take it up higher for better video. And if I have a look here, we're at an altitude of 18 meters. The picture looks good on the screen. Do a slow pan here for video, get an idea of what the camera is like. See, panning very nicely, very stable and holding very well. A little bit difficult to hold the iPad and sort of see what the lag is on the Wi-Fi. So I'm going to look down and have a look. Okay, a little bit jerky on the Wi-Fi here. Bring it down again. You're across. Okay, so it says that it should be able to do 360-degree flips and rolls, but this button is actually for the circle mode. So I'm going to take it up here, take it a bit more forward, turn it around. Okay, and I'm going to press this orbit button. So it's going to turn and go there, that way. Turning there now. But I would expect it to start circling. Let me just press it again. So if I try and move left or right, it can go up and down. Not maneuvering that way at all. So let me just press the button again. No, the circle mode does not seem to be working well. And this is not a 360-degree flip and roll button. I'm going to take it out of this. Have a look. I'm not sure how long we've been in the air now. I'll have to get the time for the flight when the flight is finished. Just bring it back here. Okay, I'm going to test the return to home, so let's take it up there. And I'm going to press return to home. Okay, so it's ascending. Going up. So it's gone to a height of 15 meters. And now coming back in this direction. And now above. Okay, so we've been in the air 8 minutes 40 seconds. And here it comes down to land. Oh, okay, stopping now at 2.5 meters, or just over 2 meters. And now landing. Let me just start it up again and take off. So that is fine. Okay, let's try the follow me and see what it does. So I press follow me and it's not following me. So I'm going to press emergency stop and stop. Hey, look. So that is not good. It seems to go in its own direction and not follow. Let me just recalibrate the gyros. Okay, the video is still going. We lost about a minute, so let's say about 10 minutes. Start it up again. Take off. So we've got a flight time so far, I'd say, of about 10.5 minutes. Lights are still solid. No sign of low battery warning. Now, I don't have too much confidence in the app now. So I'm not going to try the Waypoint navigation. I want to see how much flying time I'm going to get. And I also don't have a SIM card connection to get the maps up on this iPad. So we'll just carry on flying and see what the flying time is. Okay, getting a low battery warning now. And I estimate about 11.5 minutes to 12 minutes. Let me just fly it around and see what it's going to do and what will happen when the battery gets too low. It's quite a strong wind, but it's still doing very well. And battery level is at 20%, so we should still have quite a bit of battery. I really like the way this maneuvers. Okay, let's just see if it holds its position still. Get a nice view of it here. Okay, and now battery is low. And stop. And I'd say a flying time of 13 minutes. Okay, so a nice flight. A flight time is say of 13 minutes, not the advertised 15 minutes on this 1800 mAh battery. The GPS works very well, holds position nicely, steady, quite accurate. Disappointed in the app, but I'll try the app features out again later with a different flight. The follow me just doesn't follow, and the orbit mode or circle mode doesn't seem to orbit, it just turns. The video looked good on the screen. You'll have seen now if there's any lag on the Wi-Fi. Usually with Wi-Fi it doesn't stream perfectly, but hopefully the camera quality is good with that 120-degree wide angle. Very happy with its performance. Easy to see the lights. We had to test the emergency stop. That worked well. Not a big fan of hopeless headless mode, so not even worth testing it, to be honest. So this is the new Visuo XS812. With a B interested in it.